Okay, so a while back I did an hour play of God of War Ascension, and I'm kind of getting ready to build up to God of War Ragnarok, even though I don't have it yet, and I'm not going to have it anytime when it first releases, but I have like the entire series, and so I kind of decided to start off chronologically with the first one in chronological order, which is God of War Ascension. Now, this was kind of the last hurrah they did on the PlayStation 3 before moving on to PS4, and like honestly this might be the last PlayStation 3 exclusive. I think this came out after Last of Us, which was one of the last PlayStation 3 exclusives they had on the platform. But looking at this prequel that came out at the end of the life cycle of the PlayStation 3, it was kind of interesting seeing kind of where they were ending their run on a specific system. And while the story really does nothing for me, the gameplay can be pretty fun at times. Okay, so first things first, let's deal with one of the big elephants in the room, and let's talk about the terrible platforming puzzles. Oh my gosh, I nearly threw my controller at the TV screen out of rage. I died so many times during these terrible platforming puzzles. I mean, good gosh. Worst aspect of this game, I had to go online to get help with these. That's how bad they were. And so, yeah, right there, major sin against this game. I mean, case in point, one of the worst aspects is the damn snake platforming puzzle section. That thing was terrible. And then anytime you're swinging on something, that was a terrible mechanic, because unlike other games where you can actually swing with the thumbstick, in this game you have to hold the connector button to swing, which is stupid. Why they did that is beyond me. But moving on from the terrible platforming puzzles that just ruins the pacing of this game, the pacing is actually really good, fast, and surprisingly quick. Like, this is an incredibly well-paced game besides the platforming puzzles. If you got rid of the platforming puzzles, you could breeze through this game in like 4 hours. And I'm not even saying it's a super short game. It's just that's how fast and frantic and fun this campaign can be when you're not doing the damn fucking platforming puzzles. Worst aspect of this game, hands down. But, I mean, looking at the story, this seems like a weird place to start to do a prequel. Because it doesn't start off with Kratos as a human. It doesn't start off, even though the tagline is, before he was a god, he was a man. Yeah, no, we don't even get to see him as a man in this, because he's still imbued with, you know, the powers of Ares. And so, you know, he's at the very least a titan in this. But, I mean, it's like, it would have been nice to have seen the origin play out when he was just a Spartan general. And then he does the deal, and then, yeah, see him, you know, play through part of the game as Ares champion until, you know, the tragic event that they revealed in the first God of War game. If you haven't played that, probably you should start off with the first God of War game, because if you start off with this one, you're going to be kind of lost. This is only for people who have actually started off with the very first God of War game. And so, the story honestly just doesn't do anything really interesting. It's just an excuse to have Kratos yell and be mad and kill a bunch of Greek creatures and gods. And honestly, that's all people were really asking for in, what, 2013 when this game came out? And no, it's kind of surprising how hard it was to find a copy of God of War Ascension, because they never re-released it on PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 5. It's a PlayStation 3 exclusive to this day of releasing this video. Watch, they'll probably announce tomorrow that it's going to be re-released on the PlayStation 5. But at time of this recording, it's a PlayStation 3 exclusive. So if you want to experience this, you're going to have to get a PlayStation 3 or get a PlayStation Plus subscription that lets you play this through online streaming, which I've heard that's gotten better as long as you have decent internet. But if you have no internet, it's a PlayStation 3, you gotta find that. And speaking of the PlayStation 3, this is one of the most beautiful PlayStation 3 games out there. I mean, this thing absolutely pushes the PlayStation 3 to its limits. And because of this, you will see the frame rate drop from time to time. I cannot stress that enough. You're going to see the frame rate drop because, I mean, just look at it. This thing is insanely gorgeous and massive. Now, what I absolutely loved in the gameplay was the upgrade system. God of War has a very unique upgrade system where, let's say you need 2,000 points to upgrade something, but you only have 300. Well, unlike other games where you have to wait till you have the full 2,000 to spend, you can go ahead and pre-spend that 300 towards that upgrade and lower the cost of the upgrade. So a 2,000 upgrade point system might drop down to 500 after playing for a while. I love this type of upgrade system, and I haven't seen it in like almost anything else. I've only ever seen it in this franchise. I wish more games would do upgrades like that, where you could put a little bit in at a time so that you are working towards something. And man, there are some truly brutal and epic combat and finishers in this game. I mean, there are times I just had to go, oh shit, when Kratos brutally murders a creature of some kind. I mean, brutality, you don't see brutality like this in video games, alright? Like, maybe Doom Eternal. There's Doom Eternal and then God of War, and like, that's about it. This is some of the most brutal combat I've ever seen in a video game, and it's really fun to look at. And then, of course, I have to mention the art direction is beautifully epic. Distant backgrounds and designs are incredible. This series has always had really nice distant backgrounds. I mean, like, just far expanses. And they really push the PS3 on this game. So, if you're getting into God of War, then yeah, absolutely, this would be worth playing or finding a copy if you can. I couldn't believe that I found this copy for what I did. I think it was like $13 I found it for, and they usually go much more. Is it a crucial necessity to get to be able to enjoy the franchise? Not really, especially since the story is a little lackluster. It's more excuse to play God of War. That's what this game is. That's what I was expecting when I popped this game in. And so, you know what? I'm cool with that. I didn't need, you know, Hamlet with this one. I know I'm going to get Hamlet with some of the future games down the road. This is kind of like the first chronological step. And so, for a first chronological step, not bad. So, yeah, that's been my thoughts on God of War Ascension. What do you guys think? Did you guys have a lot of fun with this? Are you guys looking forward to Ragnarok? Let me know in the comments down below. My name's Chris Ricardo with 11 Hour Reviews, and that will be all.